Welcome. Next, we are going to learn how to create a design. The design has already been done on site. This is just basically feeding the BOQ data into the system so that it can generate the materials, can generate the labor, and can give us the material budget and the labor budget and everything that we need. So to come here too, we know the projects that we have. Can work maybe with one of the projects. So this will be under the designer, the role of the design, or someone who is assigned the permission to create a design. We'll come to designs on this part. You click create a design. Here you choose the project and work with Port South. Once you populate the project, it will tell you, let's work with the power project. So it will show you the material distribution in different parts. Now, this is just for demo. On the actual design settings updated, it will have all the actual material distribution for the items. So you have here, you have the customers, how many customers are on wooden pole, give the quantity, say 2. You'll note that here you can view the fittings that are required for connect that customer. You can also view the BOQ, again, depending on the permissions that you have to access the system. On concrete pole, you can say that you have 4 customers. Single phase LV line on wooden pole, interterm, say you have 3 sections, you have 2 tee-offs, you have 4 section 3 ways, you have 4 section 4 way, you can say you can leave it at 0. Then 3 phase LV line on wooden pole, tee-off, say we have 2, interterm, say we have 3, section 4. It's just a sample for those who are dealing with fiber. They will receive also the material distribution for fiber. Once you are done and you have confirmed that the data are correct, then you click ready to create a design, then you create a design. What this does, it compiles all the materials that you need and all the labor that you need. So it will generate the materials for you for that project with their quantities, and it will also pick per unit price, so that if it is by metallic lag, whatever the price it was purchased at will be you can check in our video for purchase orders, where we have the price, like the price that I have inserted for this specific item is 522. So it picks the price of that specific item and the quantities, and at the end of it, it will give you the total budget for that project. It will also give you the quantity of work that is to be done and the budget, the labor budget. For example, for this specific sample, hole digging, there are 6 units. Hole digging is at 1230 shillings, Kenya shillings. It will give you the currency depending, again, on the location of the project, the country of the project. It will give you the total prices. So basically, that is how to create a project. So once you're done with creating a project, it is no longer available again. So you cannot create a design of a project twice. That is why we had the sub project. If you check on our previous video on creating a project, you'll be able to see that we have a sub project. A sub project helps you in case there is a change in the design, such that there is an additional design in a single project. That is why you create a sub project. And once you create a sub project, it will be specifically like this one. So you can be able to create a design for a sub project. Once you create a design for a sub project, they are merged together at this session. We'll be able to see that in the next, we can view it right now. For example, for Pokot South, you can view these are the materials, and that is the labor budget for the material for the project Pokot South. We can create a sub project. Remember how we were creating a sub project. Can say Pocot 2. So we already now have a project, a sub project. We can create a project, a design for it. And say we had 3 additional customers and 3 terminal poles, 1 tee off. Can create a design. So once we create a design, it will show you that that design belongs to a sub project. It's an additional. There's already an existing design for that project, but this specific one is an additional. Now, if you go back now to the design list, it will show you that for this Pocot South project with this reference number, it has 1 additional. There is an additional design for that project. If you view now the design for the overall project, it will show you the aggregated. That is the main design, and the additional give you the total budget in terms of material. It will give you the total labor budget. You can be able now to see the individuals, the additions that were there. And in case you need to, you can have as many additions as possible, though we do not recommend it, because we recommend that you do it right from the word go. So that is it's about creating a design and viewing the material budget for that design and the labor budget for that design. Thank you. Let's meet in the next view.